Howdy everyone, and welcome to Rauta and Black Metal Review here. In question is from a new band called Essence of Blasphemers and the album called Calyx of Black Metal Blood. This already came quite a few months ago in 2020, so it's not exactly fresh from the oven anymore, but here it is, arriving late and as such getting reviewed a little bit late. This kind of a goofy name, if you ask me. Comes from two parts of the world, so rather international lineup, namely Ecuador and Germany. And this one from Purity Through Fire, as you can see, is a pretty nice looking A5 size digi pack, almost like a digi book, but really there is no booklet, so there's technically speaking no pages whatsoever, just this page with minimal amount of lyrics, and that's basically how it looks like. That's what there is really. And I don't know, I have a soft spot for these kind of physical products, but I get some people just get annoyed when it's out of the regular shape for your own CD collection. Now the music, you guessed already right, is black metal obviously, and this is of the rawer type. So far it seems like there is no other releases from the band, and no wonder really, because it seems like under this moniker the band hasn't really been operating for that long. 45 minutes and some 12 tracks, sorry, 48 minutes, I remember incorrectly. That's the name of the game here, originally released as independent and soon after as CD and tape. So this digital version is from June, but later on in October this came in a physical format. And what could be said is that this is one of the rawer type. It's not like super primitive or super raw in the sense of bands like Ilion and the like, but it's definitely more on the rawer side where, for example, Darkthrone used to operate back in the 90s. That means both lo-fi production, but also the ways that, you know, vocals, very raw ones, and in my opinion good ones, are done, and also the songwriting is quite unpolished. Now some people this is way too much, because it's not really one of those melodies easy to listen, catchy and all that stuff. But for me, I actually like this style quite a lot. Now the thing here is, the road all the way from the beginning to the end is quite bumpy. That means some of the riffs and songs here are exactly quite a bit better, when sometimes it's more like, okay, this is more like a filler part. And that creates this sort of a bumpy road where you see him constantly figuring out whether or not you're gonna like it a lot. Now for me it's mostly a good album, but there is some kind of a filler material which makes me think that if, say, 1/3 of an album would have been removed, this would have been so much more powerful, like with a bigger impact. Anyway, as a result, in my opinion, this is a rather nice album. Nice being a little bit weird word considering we're talking about raw end of black metal, but this is very, very listenable. Obviously you just have to overlook rather raw end of the sound. You have to be ready to get the kind of raspy and you know, it's not clean and nice, but as long as you're cool with that, there is no problem enjoying Calyx in the first place. And in case you just happen to like physical format, I would say this is the version you want to go for. After all, these kind of limited editions are gonna get sold out eventually, and then the price bumps come and all that stuff. So in case you missed this already in October, now it's a good chance to take another look to this band and give it a go. It's worth listening in my opinion, even if not the best of 2020. Should you have comments or questions, put them on the comments box below and I will get back to you.